Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to Philosophy Network channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Mr. Lalit Rao. In this video, I'm going to speak to you about time. Time is the dimension of change. This is what distinguishes it from the three dimensions of space. The nature of time has been one of the major problems of philosophy since antiquity. Most great philosophers have defined time in many different ways. For Plato, time is a moving image of eternity. His student Aristotle viewed it as the number of movements in respect of the before and after. The founder of Neo-platonism Plotinus involved soul in his definition of time. For him, time is the life of the soul in movement as it passes from one stage of act or experience to another. The major Christian theologian Saint Augustin thought of the time as a present of things past, memory, a present of things present, sight, and a present of things future, expectation. A vast majority of questions related to time are difficult to answer. For example, can we think of time as if it is flowing? Does it flow from future to past, or does it flow from past to future? The absurdity of a question such as whether time flows faster or slower encourages us to reject the metaphor of time's flow. The problem about the passage of time arises if we don't think of time as flowing. There are many problems related to time. Let us cite some of them. What gives time its direction? Can we make sense of a timeless existence? Can we make sense of existence in time? Is time infinitely divisible? Does time have a granular structure within a smallest quantum or chunk of time? Most of these problems are discussed in Plato's physics in the form of paradoxes or problems about the very existence of time. One can also talk about time by taking into account its dynamic view as well as static view. In the static view of time, time is spatialized and the reality of temporary becoming is denied. As the distinction between past and future is subjective, events deemed past in one frame of reference must be deemed future in other frames. The dynamic view of time has a different history which can be traced back to Aristotle and Heraclitus. According to it, the future lacks the reality of the past and present, and reality is continually being added to as time passes. Time can be considered as nothing but a structured family of relations of material events. It is worth noting that various claims have been made to the effect that time is defined by or reduced to some other feature of the world. Lastly, a fundamentally idealist solution to the problem of time was provided by Saint Augustine. It involved allowing different times to exist in the sense of being simultaneous objects of contemplation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having watched this brief discussion about time. Thank you.